When we look at the British vote to leave the European Union, we find that there are really broader implications for working class voters worldwide, particularly here in the United States as we enter a presidential election year. There's a growing sense among American working class that political leaders are out of touch, that the political elite really doesn't have their interests in mind. I think most of what we're seeing now is a rebuke of the political leadership, regardless of what the consequences are. We see it in Brexit, and we're seeing it here at home play out. Safety nets and entitlements have been cut back over the last several decades, starting with the elimination of defined benefit pension to 401k and into the 90s with welfare reform. It now appears that with 43% of American households living paycheck to paycheck, no one's got their back, and that they believe that they're one broken hip away from poverty. Working class income has trailed inflation for nearly 2 decades. Now, debt accumulation at the household level, particularly here in the United States, has papered over some of those issues. However, the housing crisis, of course, ended any more debt accumulation because the collateral on which that debt was taken has fallen. These political shifts have ominous implications for corporate America. Any restraint in trade will certainly impair profit margins. Keep in mind that roughly half the revenue generated by the S&P 500 is derived from abroad, so any impairment there will certainly hurt bottom line growth. It seems that the pendulum has swung too far in one direction, with wages now as a percentage of GDP near an all-time low. And I think it seems that Americans are starting to pull back, and that will come, if successful, will come from corporate America. And so we need to at least readjust our view on profits and profit growth in the coming few years.